Yes.
You promote, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just, we're live now, but I'm going to test the audio because I got test audio. Otherwise, it ends up being a muted conversation. Ends up being fun, but I got test audio. I can hear you. Perfect. Okay. Hi, good evening and welcome. Today I'm here with Gia, who just performed at Crescendo's open mic with her band. But the group is called Gia and her band. She's the vision. She's the leader.
Gia Dulci and the Gia Dulci band.
Gia Dulci and Gia Dulci's band, and I here sitting talking to her and asking her the reality of putting together so many talents, working with artists, the behind the scenes of what it takes to put together such a glamorous show. I feel what genre would you call your music? You said soul, right?
Mostly soul. We do jazz and blues as well.
Yeah. And you were able to put together. There was a drummer. There was a guitarist.
5-piece band. We have a sax. God bless. Hoping to fill out that horn section at some point.
Okay. And you handpicked them from going through all these shows.
Yes, yeah.
How long has this been in the workings?
You know, it actually came together much faster than I expected.
Okay.
And God bless those guys because they've put in the work in rehearsal in their own time, and I just can't say how much I appreciate that effort because they're playing my music. So.
Yeah, and it's something for you to
Yeah.
convince them of, guys, come on, this is it right here.
I mean, well, I think you have to have. I think it's nice to be with musicians who just love the music and just want to play, because it's not lucrative for a while. So you can't be in it for any other reason than just loving music.
Yeah. You're right. So there's like different pieces, like like the drum guy, there's the guitarist. But you have your music, but you're not writing their pieces. You're just telling them this is how does that work? How do you communicate? This is what I want it to sound like. Like if you were doing a cover, all right, that's different, right? Because everybody knows what that sounded like.
Yeah.
But when it comes to creating your own music, it's technically initially it's only in your head what it ought to sound like, right?
So
Or how does that work?
I have kind of a strange process. I write all the music, and I do all the production elements. I put it out, and then I send it to them and say, "Hey, can you learn this? We're adding it to the set." But basically, most of what I do is top lining. So I'll write my lyrics, I'll write my melody, or I'll write my lyrics, and then I will scour through my humongous playlist of all the beats and sounds that I've accumulated from lurking on the internet for hours that I feel like sonically fits.
Doing your homework.
Yeah, sonically fits the album that I'm trying to make. Yes, there's an album coming.
Okay.
And then, so I do all my writing, vocal recording, vocal production, mixing, mastering myself.
Yeah.
Because it just gets so expensive if you don't learn how to do those things yourself.
Okay. So you're like an artist, but you're also like your business. You're a business face, right? Yeah.
You
have a
to do
business.
everything.
Yeah.
You can't wait. I realized, like,
Tell us.
I think Chaperone said this too. Like, you can't wait for someone to like pluck you out and like help you do the things. You have to just do it yourself.
At this day and age, we're lucky. We have the internet to teach us as well.
Yes, exactly.
You know, yeah. When did you realize? All right, I can't just be the artist. I have to be the business face as well. I have to be the PR face as well. And what was that like? Picking up those bags as well and networking.
I think it was a slow process for me. I think I wasted a lot of years being like, oh, I'm a great singer. Like, people should just, like, I should just be able to find success somehow, But I got serious starting this year.
Yeah.
And there were I had like a couple different guides that gave me messages in some way, shape, or form. Like people from YouTube that were like, you can just do it this way and do it yourself. And that like changed everything to be able to put out my own singles and not spend upwards of $500 in a studio for each song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, like you're not gonna put out as much
Yeah.
if that's how much it
Yeah.
costs to
Yeah.
produce. But if you do things yourself,
Yeah.
it costs me $100 total.
Yeah. And this
for
is
all
your
the
investment,
software. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
and to be able to do it myself, you just make more art that way. And then I went to like a summer program at Berklee College of Music,
Okay.
and I got to meet, like they would have guest artists come who were touring and gigging, and
Mm-hmm.
you would get to ask questions. And a lot of the questions I asked were like, how do you set up your own band? How do you
Yeah.
get established? And I had one artist say, if you want to be gigging regularly, you can't just have like, oh, there's 5 people in this band and we're going to mesh on a personal level, a musical level, and everyone's going to be committed and free for every single gig. That's insane. You have to have other people, alternates that you can call in when someone can or
Yeah.
someone's sick, because otherwise you're not going to maintain your momentum.
So it's not like the Beatles. Like it's not that illusion of like you guys do everything together. It's like realistically, you put out your vision and then they come. They can you guys try to work together type of deal.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Yeah.
I can't expect. I mean, maybe in the future I'll find people who are like
Committed all the way through.
Yeah, but you can't expect people to just devote all their time and give up holidays and things like that. It's like,
Yeah.
to be realistic, like some people are not trying to be as fully committed. Maybe they just want to play a little on the side. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's what
That's been a bittersweet type of reality.
Yeah, people like being hobbyists.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's good to know. I'm always trying to check in where people's heads are at
Yeah.
when I work with them.
And for you, this is something that this is the route that you pick for yourself.
Yeah.
How many years in have you committed so far to you're an entrepreneur in a way, right? Because you're investing in yourself, right?
Yeah. I
So
guess.
Gia, how many years have you believed in yourself? Because
Only starting January.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, but you didn't. Yeah, how'd you find Crescendo?
I think I had a rehearsal here because in previous years I would like join other people's bands when they're
Mhm.
looking for a vocalist. But it's just
What?
I can't even tell you.
It wasn't your vision.
Yeah, that's correct. But also, maybe I'm biased, but I think, at least in my experience, I feel like it goes smoother when the vocalist is the conductor, because I've been in rock bands, I've been in soul bands, and as a vocalist, your experience of your instrument is completely different than any other instrumentalist. I'm a slave to my instrument, to my body. If the amps are too fucking loud, if the drums are cranked, I can't sing over that without injuring myself. Without
Yeah,
like,
when I
seriously
saw you,
damaging.
you were injured. Yeah.
And so it's difficult to communicate sometimes, depending on the musicians or instrumentalists.
Have the heart to be like, dude, the sound.
Yeah, and if there's
But if they're leading the band, it's an awkward
yeah,
conversation.
it's just not
Okay, so some artists they promote themselves just as a solo artist. The band's not really there, but I feel like you've always been the way I'm hearing. You've always felt like you've been part. You have your talent is better complemented with a band,
I just love live performance.
and it's better when there's a band there.
I love a band. I love a horn section. If I could get a trumpet in here, that would be pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm working on that one.
She's looking for a trumpet, guys. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, live performance has its own magic. Even if you don't know the artist, when somebody puts a performance, it's like it brings up the spirit of the room or the yeah. Um, what about like stage fright and stuff? You don't look. How long have you've been performing for a while? Not a year. I don't think it's been a year.
Well, I was performing before. Actually, I had a music scholarship for college, so I was learning vocal science and performing there.
Yeah.
But this is the first year that, hi, they're part of my band.
Yeah.
I thought they left. um, um, but this is my first year of taking myself seriously as a solo artist and really really committing to the bit. Like, this isn't just, oh, I like to sing. This is like, I am going to achieve
You're investing.
what it is that I've always yearned for in the soul. You know, like,
Yeah.
until I'm gigging regularly and I'm established in the scene and people know me and I, people know my music, I will not be satisfied. So that's my goal. I'm like, right now I'm not like, oh, I want to be a Grammy. I don't. That's my goal. Is I feel like achievable, and after that, then I'll reassess. But
So you came from academia in a way, right?
you clocked that.
Right, because
You
well, no,
clocked
because
me.
right now, no, because right now you said you, yeah, you from academia, because you went to college for school, you
Yeah.
communicated with Berkeley,
Mm,
or your internship with Berkeley.
mm,
So from academia's perspective, what you're doing is kind of like a wild risk, right? Because they're usually, I feel like academia is always like a structure, go to school for this. I could be completely judging them, right? Judging academia. But there's always like a structured out all the way. But what you're doing right now is like you're kind of YouTubing at this point. But you have the skill sets, you have the talent.
yeah.
But yeah, is that
And I feel like that's what took me so long.
because you came from academia?
Yeah, and of course, I thrived.
You want to do a business, go to get an MBA. Even though you can see
Yeah.
all these YouTubers having popping up businesses, all these TikTokers popping up business.
Yeah.
They're not getting an MBA, but they're maybe they would have different skill sets, but they have a business. And they don't but academia, you have that world where it's always there's a course for that.
Yeah, well, I would say, I mean, I really excelled in school always. That was
Yeah.
always like a safe place for me. It's like, just do XYZ and you'll succeed. Like, it's not difficult or complicated, just put the work in.
Yeah.
But, and I think approaching music, like the reason I mean, I studied political science in college. I
Okay.
just like rode my music scholarship. I didn't study music as my major
Oh,
because
okay.
that would have been too scary and impractical
Okay.
for my personality. And I think just the amorphousness of how do you succeed in music scared me off for a while.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, oh, maybe it'll just like come to me miraculously without me doing anything. Insanity.
No,
But
there's many of us on that boat. It's like, well, I have yeah, it's like yeah, there's many of us on that boat where we just feel like, but I am special, and but no, you gotta network, you gotta put
Yeah.
yourself out there, you gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're special and you got to do something.
yeah. Hang on your camera. I'll share mine with you.
She did.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
The guys. That's the only part of doing things by yourself, right? When you have like a network. Ah, we'll share this one.
This is cool that you get to do this here. What were you doing on your YouTube channel?
I still do stuff. There we go. We can see you and me. I'll pull up a little bit more. A lot of man on the street interviews. Talking about wellness,
Cool.
talking about wellness and self improvement and discipline and stuff. But yeah, it's also like you're saying a lot of things that I also But it's like you're saying it out loud. You're not gonna get plucked. You have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, academia as well. But not like not music. Not. But I did like writing. and I felt like I felt like there was a chance on YouTube to like spread a message, you know.
Mm.
So why not? So it's not my full-time gig, uh, but if I could have invested myself in any way, this is one way I did. I found a way to do it, you know, into my writing, my creativity,
Mm.
and then part of it was like, well, you got to get on camera. You got to get on camera, you know, because you gotta, yeah,
Yeah.
So I got better at that. Um, the speaking, the voice, I did like audiobooks. Somebody gave me that chance, so then I was like, all right, so like my voice, yeah, can be an asset. But the stage is like, this year has been the stage, you know, going up on stage and just saying, hey guys, blah 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 blah, just give me my little thing. Yeah, it works me up. So that's why I had to go up on stage. I was like, well, I have an interview. I try to avoid it, but I have, you know, it's something I'm working on where I get up on stage and rock it. But yeah, the YouTube vision is is no longer just man on the street now. It's like in collaboration with Crescendo or, you know, your social network. It's been blooming in its own way. Um, but yeah, it's like you think about like it is lucrative right now, the YouTube world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But what I was gonna ask you is like, would you be content with just having gigs back to back to back and your life just
Yeah.
right? Because that's good. That is
Yeah.
successful in itself, right?
I'm happy with that. Like if my own like original music doesn't take off on Spotify or whatever, I can live with that, but I cannot live without live performance.
You love it.
Yeah. I only started like I was always a songwriter. My like music is very storyteller driven, but I only started learning about the production and mixing. It's like just a necessary evil for me. It's not part I actually love. I actually
Yeah.
just love the performance.
You would rather outsource it, you think?
Uh,
You think somebody
if
could do a
I,
better job than you? You think like you see what I'm trying to
I
say?
mean, if money was no object, yeah, do it for me, please. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I have worked with people in the past who I've paid to do
Yeah.
it. They don't do it the way I want it.
Oh, okay. So you are. So you okay?
Yeah, and I've been happier with the product when I do it.
So that means you have a skill to it.
Um,
You have a taste to it.
yeah, well, it's interesting too. I mean, you can talk about. I mean, I've only ever met and worked with male producers.
Okay.
Very different sound than what you'll hear like female pop stars. Like
Ah.
no, like barring Jackie Antonoff, I feel like women understand that sound better, and I would love to work with a female producer.
Yeah.
But I've never really met a male producer that understands the sound, the harmonies,
Ah.
the 20 harmony vocal stems. They don't
Yeah.
understand the purpose of that.
Your band members are all guys.
Yeah, and they're great guys. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Love them.
What's that like? Or are you used to that? Are you used to that? It's been mainly guys. You know, you go to these band auditions or whatever. It's been mainly guys.
You're gonna get me to say something so out of pocket.
No, it's cool. Just say it.
No, these guys are great, really great. It's funny because I write music about what it's like to be a flawed woman in a man's world, and I write for the girls, really. So it's so ironic to me that my man is
that like the guys are like,
and they're into it. They're into it. Thankfully, love them for that.
maybe in their sense they like the vision of a female because it's like your vision, right?
Mm.
That the music and all that stuff. So maybe for them, the compliment, you know, the fact that it's a little, you know, it's like a
Yeah.
puzzle piece. It like goes together. Maybe they like that.
Maybe. You can ask them. Let me know what they say.
So it's what was the song about? Flawed woman in a man's world.
Most of my music is about what it's like to be in a man's world and what we do to get by as young girls and women. And of course, I write about trauma, but I also write about being a red flag myself.
A red flag.
Yeah, I like to write about the darker side of ourselves and just
So
owning.
my channel name is Preach with Prak, and it's Preach with Prak. shines a light on the destructive nature within each of us and instead highlights the benefits of empowering the beautiful spirit in us.
Oh.
So, yeah, the dark side definitely is, yeah. So, you feel like, talk about that some more. The flawed woman in a man's world.
Yeah.
So, she's flawed because.
I think I mean I write about myself a lot of the time. And then sometimes I write about like a character, like a alter ego archetype. Um, but I've always gravitated in books and in movies to kind of a little slightly unhinged female character,
Okay.
like a powerful heroine, and so I like to write about that archetype in my music as well.
This so this heroine, she's more she's more she's what you wish to emulate.
I
But you
wouldn't
feel like
say
you're not
that.
there yet.
I would say she's like an exaggerated version of one side of me.
The
That's
better
what I
side
say.
of you.
Did you say bitter?
The better side of you.
No, not better. I think that's what's funny is like I don't want to write about the better side of me. I want to write about all the worst sides of me. That's what I like to
Just
write
like
about.
put it out there.
Yeah, I think
It's like therapy in itself to see yourself in words. That side of you in
it's
words.
kind of freeing
Yeah.
to be like just super direct. What's the word I'm looking for? Blunt.
Are you
Blunt.
compassionate to that side of yourself? This is like this right? This is the flawed side of you, that you're shining a light on. But yeah, are you compassionate to her? Or are you like you little slippered slut, you know? Or are you like, or do you
No.
understand?
I
Do
understand
you
her.
understand her?
Yeah, I understand her. And I find she can be fun. It's fun to like play a villain sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So you are compassionate. You understand her. Yeah.
I'm content with her. I accept her.
Okay. Um. How is that? So how much of her, right? Like how much of her? She's part of your music for sure.
Yeah.
But how much of that her is part of like your family life, your personal life, your friends' life, your support groups?
Um, I I think in my personal life I'm a lot more um, regimented, and I try to do things.
The correct way.
I'm very perfectionist. I'm like,
Mm.
you would not believe the knots in my neck.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm always try to be very conscientious about the way that I operate and the effect of my actions, and I just always am trying to check in with my conscience of how do I feel about everything that I'm doing,
Huh.
anything, little, big, whatever.
The villain side of you is more free spirited.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe it comes out
The
my
villain side of you at this point, because I maybe right. It's not
yeah,
really the villain side of you, but
villainous.
she's. See, I can see you having fun with her. Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
more free spirited,
For sure, yeah.
but she's malicious. Is she?
She's life of the cabaret. She's not malicious. She's just that's the name of one of my songs. She's sensual, she's free, she can be a little biting, a little snarky, but um but never like malicious. Just very aware.
Like plays pranks type of thing, type of spirit.
I wouldn't say pranks, I would say more like a sardonic sense of humor at the fucking absurdity of womanhood.
What is the absurdity of womanhood?
It's
Tell
like
me.
if you've ever seen Fleabag,
No,
you
I
know that show?
don't.
Well,
No.
like something awful, traumatic, obnoxious will happen, and she'll look at the camera and be like, It's one of those.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
that type
Okay.
of energy.
That's cool that you have like a yeah, you kind of like it's a part of you. It's right. That's what it sounds like. It's a part
Yeah,
of you. That's not structured for sure,
not
right?
structured.
Right? It's not structured.
No,
Yeah.
I would say. I mean that she definitely goes with her whims for sure,
Yeah.
and it's like
And then there's the view that's like
impulsive.
academia, that's like structure, that's a perfectionist, that's gotta have things a
Yeah,
certain way.
and both of them are in me as a person.
How far
I
is
can
the
definitely be
gap?
impulsive. It depends on the context, you know.
In the music world, you're her. You're like rocking it like her, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah,
On stage, you're her. Because a few interviews ago, the other one, she was like, growing up, she was a nerd, you know? But when she gets the microphone in her hand and she's rocking it, they gave her like a rapper's nickname. You know, they're like, so she was
I think I
living
might have
between
seen
the,
her.
yeah. So I think she was performing up there. Yeah,
Oh, she killed.
she, yeah. So
She
that's
killed.
her personality. You know,
That's crazy because I noticed that too. Because I saw her in the audience when I was performing, and she just was so supportive and sweet. And then she fucked it up on stage, and I was like, "Damn!"
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So she's like, I was like, what would people bully you for? And she's like, for being a nerd, you know, for like doing homework and stuff like that.
Mm.
But on the stage, she's you know she's gonna give it. For you, yeah, you're like kind of similar, I guess, right? Like, you have the studio side to you, the structure side of you, and then your music. And in a way, for me, I'm like, yeah, it's like you know, you get up on stage and you become sensual artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and this year has been going. This year you invested in yourself. You said, hey, you rolled up your sleeves and said,
Yeah.
I'm investing in myself, putting some money on this,
Yeah.
putting the business front to it. How do you feel about networking? Are you good at it? I'm sure, but how do you feel about it?
You know what's funny is before like I started applying it to music, I hated networking. Like just the thought. I'm like, ew. I do not need some finance bro to tell me how to operate. Um, and I would prefer to just. I would be like, I'm not networking. I just want to hang out with people that I like their energy.
Yeah.
And if we connect, we connect. If we don't, we don't. But then when I started like pursuing and trying to build everything that I'm trying to build musically,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is networking. But
Before you were just doing it because it was supposed to be done, but now you're
well, I
like, now
thought,
you see the
yeah.
goodness in it.
Now I'm like, don't call it that. It's just connecting with people that you vibe with.
And share like a vision
Yeah.
with.
I
Okay.
used to see networking as like, oh, I want something from you. Or
Mm.
no. Mm.
Now it's like, now you see it in a more, it's like actual application for it.
Yeah, it's like, do we click or no?
Okay.
If we click, then yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
hang out.
So, and you're cool with live gigs and stuff like that. What's coming up for you?
I am.
What's coming up for you, and where do you hope to, take this?
Yeah. I'm writing an album. I have a new song coming out in 3 weeks called
Okay.
"I've Got a Man." Oh, the camera's there.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
and I'm just focusing on building the band's reputation in the DMV.
Sure thing. Yeah.
I'd love to start playing kind of upscale hotels with like a jazz set. I think that would
Okay.
be really cool. Some
Yeah.
speakeasies. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Blues Alley. Do you know Blues Alley in
I do
DC?
know Blues Alley. I've been there.
Okay.
They have really great artists.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It'll
that's
be
the
you
goal.
one day. Right? That's the vibe, right? That's the vibe.
That's the goal. That's
Yeah.
the goal. But I also I'm not certain because the original music I write is not PG, and so sometimes I get hesitant about. Sometimes I'll have a hard split in what I send to venues. Like, oh, I'll do a jazz set for you. Don't look at my original music because I don't know if that's in their brand.
Yeah.
But I don't. Those both of those camps are very authentic to me, and I would never want to play music that doesn't feel authentic.
Okay. So an album. How many tracks do you have put together for the album? so far?
It's not all done yet, but I want to have 8 to 10.
Okay, and how many do you have right now?
I have
That's more than half.
5. Yeah.
Nice, yeah, okay. And that's where you see yourself being more known in the DMV area and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, if I just perform and gig
Yeah, you're doing
regularly,
it, yeah. Yeah, they say like, oh, not the independent woman, but like the independent artist, right? Is the freeing thing, but that freeing comes with like a price,
you gotta
right?
work. You
Yeah,
gotta work for
yeah.
it.
But there is a good sweetness to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the best, Gia. I wish your band all the best. I hope they stick around and rock your vision with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any last words? Where can people find you?
Oh, I am on Instagram, TikTok, all streaming platforms, YouTube. So just search Gia Dulci. And if that's your thing, let me know. Leave a comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was so great meeting you.
Likewise.
I'm just